Randy, can I possibly be the first person to wish you an absolutely fantastic 2022 in 2022?
You are the first to do that via the internet, like we are live kind of stuff. Yeah. First one. Cool. So, Happy New Year to you, my friend.
Yeah,
it's a new year.
Buddy,
Who would have
trouble Friday night, or did you do okay?
No, I kind of, keep a low key. That's my parole officer suggests that. So I try to follow instructions.
No, that is purely satire.
It is purely satire. Again, only rumors, no convictions. But, I think back to when I was a kid and 2022 just seemed, you didn't even think of it. So before we get into that, my name is Randy Wooden. I work with Goodwill Industries of Northwest North Carolina here in Winston-Salem, and I run our professional center. So what does that do? Well, what do? Well, we help professionals with their job search. So whether it's LinkedIn training, resume help, networking contacts, practice interviewing, just try to make sure that the job search is as productive as it can be. And we get a lot of folks, especially come first of the year, Teddy, that just kind of say, hey, you know what? It's time, whether it's lose weight, start exercising, quit smoking, all of that. And we're going to touch on that when it comes to our tip at the end of our show. So watch for that. We'll have a tip for that. Teddy, who are you and what are you doing here?
Hey, dude, I'm Teddy Burriss. The company I own is Burriss Consulting. We're LinkedIn strategists, trainers, and coach. And we're also building another division, kicking into it full bore this year. It's all about teaching Google Workspace and Gmail as business tools. Love to help people use these business tools to grow their business and to help people in career transition who also need to use these tools equally as importantly, because they play a big role. And I'll talk a little bit about that, about one tip for you that you need to consider in career search or in business. We'll get that at the end of the show as well. So, so today is the 3rd of January. Oh my golly, it's we're really looking forward to this year being a great year. So, Randy, why don't you go ahead and kick this off and maybe just, you know what? You told me earlier, what's the big thing that happened this day years ago?
Yeah, March of Dimes was started. I know that's near and dear to you, Teddy. I think you served on their local board in the past, but they actually started. March of Dimes started on this date in 1938, and their cause or mission is to combat polio. And so there's that. But you'd spent a good bit of time with these folks some years back, I recall, right?
Yeah. And their cause is much more than just polio now. It's all about premature births and helping the parent, the mother, to be able to be as healthy as she can, to be able to help that baby be as healthy as this can.
Yeah, because polio's eradicated for the most part, I think, isn't it? Yeah. So
that's going. So
success. Yeah. Hey, got a story for you, and this one goes. I'm a sports fan, and wait. Okay. I feel better now, but John Madden passed away last week, and I think a lot of folks certainly are aware of that. He was hard to miss for a lot of reasons, and so while nobody is perfect, this guy was an entertainer, but he was the everyman. He was the kind of guy that even a casual football fan could enjoy. You could just tell the fun and the enthusiasm he had for the game, and he was a coach. I had to look it up because I thought this was true, but I didn't know for certain. I didn't think he'd ever played in the NFL. I knew he played some in college and at a small school, and had transferred and hurt his knee. And anyway, but he did get drafted in the NFL, but he never played a game. He blew out his other knee. And I'll always remember this too. This was in the Sunday paper, the parade section. Remember the parade section? It's in the Sunday. It's an insert. There was an article in there some years back about what was your worst job or your first job. And they interviewed a number of celebrities and whatever. They interviewed people that you would know. They interviewed Madden. And they said, what was your worst job? And I hope I get this right, but I think he said he had a best friend whose dad was building a golf course. And that summer, Madden and apparently other workers, their job in the hot sun was to take a pick to the ground and dig up big rocks. Oops. In the middle of summertime. And he said it gave him appreciation for hard work and also the value of an education, because he says, I don't want to do this my entire life. But now this was a guy that knew the game, loved the game, and he made the game fun, enjoyable. He made it, he could break down the complex, and whether, you say boom or doink or all that fun aside, this guy's heart was in it. And you love to see that, whether it's from an announcer or your coworker, people who are passionate about what they do and they know their job, they have fun with it, kind of like you, Teddy. And I'd like to think I'm the same way. We just really dig what we do, and it comes out when we talk to people. So that's my thought. Madden, great guy, and he'll live on in video game lore for generations to come.
Yeah, he was my hero because didn't he ride around in an RV?
Yeah, he couldn't fly. He didn't like to fly.
Yeah,
so didn't want to do that.
Every time I would see Madden or hear a Madden story, I was like, I'm getting myself an RV. Maybe
see America. Yep.
Hey, here's my story, buddy.
Yep.
I am on a crusade to simplify my life, and I started working on it back in November, and I'm at it full steam again. To simplify my life. I got too many little things that are going on. Randy, nobody can find it now, but do you remember my NC Wise Guy stuff?
I do. Yeah.
I got rid of it. I had to get rid of it, man. I got rid of 2 Twitter accounts. I got rid of 2 Facebook business pages, not even business. I got rid of a blog. I got rid of a couple of Gmail accounts. I'm simplifying my life. As much fun as that was back in the day, it's distracting today, and I don't need it.
It's like cleaning out a closet. Yeah, it's like cleaning out your closet. You look at it and you go, one of these days, I think I need to. And then when you finally do it, you're like, why didn't I do that earlier? It just feels good.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm purging subscriptions, all the subscriptions I've got to all these blogs and newsletters. I do that every year anyway. I took it to a higher level this year. I'm really squeezing them down and getting rid of the stuff that no longer adds value to my life, whether my personal life, my business life, my career, or whatever. Simplifying my life. I'm actually doing this. I took the book downstairs. I'm reading a book, and the title of the book is The Disciplined Pursuit of, I think it's simple. The Disciplined Pursuit of Simple. And really all about just clearing out the closet is what it's all about. So anyway, that's my story. Yep. I'm hoping that somebody else is going to get that and go, you know what, maybe I need to clear out my closet too. So yeah,
I'm with you. So hey, who's our guest this week? We've got a good guest coming up. This will be a different kind of twist as well. At least that's what I understand.
The lady is Melissa Dinwiddie, just like it sounds, Melissa Dinwiddie. And Melissa is going to bring a conversation and an activity to the show. And it's going to be about role-playing communication skills. We're actually going to bring people from the audience, going to yank them out of their chairs, up on the stage. Maybe we'll turn their cameras on, but at the very least, we'll turn their microphones on, and we'll role play communication skills. So this is important for business as well as for career. We've got to be able to communicate better, and Melissa's going to help us role play and practice to become better communicators. So maybe she can have you and I role play, Randy, because I kind of suck at this sometimes.
Everybody can stand in improvement at any point in life. And I think, the older I get, the more I realize I don't know. Unlike, 30, 40 years ago when, as a young guy, we knew everything. Hey, I've got a quick tip, and I know you've got I'll say your tip is more important than mine. So I'll go first and have you wrap up with your tip. My tip is this: don't bite off more than you can chew. This whole New Year's resolution, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to be nicer to people. I'm going to, whatever. I'm going to start a blog. I'm going to start a company. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. How many of those things actually work out. And part of that, I think, is, oh no, that's a big mountain I'm going to climb. I have to lose 50 pounds. I can never do that. Or I need to mend fences with people, or I need to do whatever, or I need to change jobs. Think of it in small increments. What can I do today? Not tomorrow, not the next day, but today. What's within my control today that I can do to take a baby step toward my goal? And if I can see progress and develop good habits, that'll keep me engaged and working toward my goal versus, well, that's a big goal. I'll get to it maybe next week. So there's my tip. Yeah.
Yeah. Really important, Randy. I mean, that's why we often fail. And I know this, man. That's also, part of my simplify my life. Don't try to do more than I can do. Be really, really good at what I want to do and focus on these things. Mm-hmm. And when I get really, really good at that, work on something else. So good tip, buddy. Sure. I'm going to have to follow some of that advice. So, hey, here's my career tip. And that is, look at your emails that you send out. Couple things. Look at the email address you have. Lots of people have these email addresses that, got a little nickname, Bubba Hot Pants 124@gmail.com. Or maybe it's just, B Smith 124 at gmail.com. Seriously consider what email address you're using for your career and for your, personal messaging, and make sure it represents you. My email address for the longest time was teddyburriss@gmail.com. Pretty simple, and it's branded to Teddy Burriss. I didn't use, TB, 1958 at gmail.com. I used Teddy Burriss at gmail.com. And so today it's TL Burriss. Everybody who knows me communication wise knows it's TL Burriss.
The L is Lee, isn't that your middle name? Lee?
My middle name is Lee. I'm Teddy Lee. Yeah.
Teddy Lee.
Yeah. The only person who calls me Lee is my mama. So if you call me Lee, I'm thinking she's in the room or you're mad at me.
Teddy Lee. That sounds like a country singer. My name's Teddy Lee Burriss.
Yep. So
no, all good.
Here's the other part of your email.
All right.
What does your email signature say? Or do you even have one? I get emails all the time from people, blah, 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 Teddy, let's do this, let's do that. And then might just simply be signed Betty.
Yeah.
The only way I can get back to Betty is to email her. And if it's really, really important, then why doesn't Betty give me her email or phone number? Yeah. If it's really, really important, why doesn't Betty give me, maybe a link to her LinkedIn profile URL? If Betty has a blog that's important to the conversation, why doesn't her email signature give me access to her in different ways? So look at your email address and look at your email signature and consider, is my email address representing me? And do I give people access to me so that they can continue the conversation? Maybe more importantly, beyond email. That's my message for today, buddy. Yeah,
Teddy, I appreciate that. And we had Markel Morris on last week, and she talked about carving out that new career that you love. And part of that is, again, the new year, new me, and incremental and such. And also part of that is, the ducks in a row, and whether it's your email signature or just whatever, you just want to make sure that you're controlling with the best you can what is within your control. So good stuff.
So it was a fun conversation with Markel. Yeah. So, all right, buddy, go forth, enjoy the third day of the year. Don't trip and fall, because you're going to get to the fourth one tomorrow.
I hear you. Have a great week. I'll catch you on Wednesday.
All right, buddy. Bye-bye.
All right, see you. Bye.